Folks, a couple things. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. We're here Monday through Friday, 8 to 10. And our phone number, if you want to reach us, is 706-889-9700, 706-889-9700. Email us at chief@fetchernews.com. And I want to thank you for all the news tips you send. That 706-889-9700 is a 24-hour news hotline, and also the number we use during our show. Also follow us on Twitter at Fetcher News, at FYNTV. Now, there's a couple things that you're going to hear in the tax plan, and let's just go through the tax plan that may end up, okay, as the voted on tomorrow. You will hear the media lie to you and tell you business owners are going to get a better tax break. Business owners are going to get a better tax break and then their employees. Now stay with this, okay? They always want to lie to you when it comes to the tax bill, no matter what year it is, Ronald Reagan, no matter what it is, any kind of tax reform, they want to lie to you, and they want to tell you that, business owners are going to get the break and employees are not, okay? And they have this totally wrong. It takes the business owner to take the risk to have a dream to open a business that has a need for an employee. Now, they know that, but they do not want to tell you that. They do not want to go to the chalkboard. You remember when you went to Business 101 class and, you had the little stick man and he decided he wanted to build a widget and he went and met the banker. You remember that? He went and met the banker and he put his business plan together and the banker said, sure, which, is fictitious video, right? Banker said, sure. Now, the banker really said, you don't have more money than you want to borrow, so you can't borrow any money, and that's how we work. I know. I'm not getting, it's not an anti-banker segment. I'm just joking around. So you remember the video, and then you decided you could sell the widget, and you went out there and you worked, and then you got the business to this point. So they don't show that video anymore in the 7th grade, right? Do they really? No, they don't. And then you needed an employee because you could not sell. And then you went home and you went on the board and you said, well, if there was 2 of us and there was a picture, I can make X and I could have a second person. Then if there was 3, the next thing you see is this large company, and you forget that the 80-some employees, the 50 employees, originated from this person that said, I'm going to take this risk. Okay. All right. So anyhow, that being said, there's no need to reward the risk taker in this country. That's what they don't want to have happen. They don't want the risk taker. They want government to control everything. You need to understand, this is what really upsets them. Okay, you're going to keep hearing the term pass-through. This is an income from a business such as a partnership. You're going to hear the pass-through tax. The gift, the pass-through tax, where these business owners will have a better tax rate than their employees. Okay? All you're going to hear today is pass-through, Obama mandate. The Obama mandate is going to hurt states. People are going to fall off Medicaid. They are not. CHIP is not going to go away. That's the CHIP. Child Health Care Insurance Program. It's not going away. The pass-through, this is income from a business such as a partnership. S-corps. S-corps means most people still file their taxes in an S-corp as like an individual. A sole proprietorship claimed on a individual tax returns. That is, it passes through to the business owner and is taxed at the owner's individual tax rate, the same rate that applies to wages and salary. Okay? They will not tell you that. They don't want you to know that. Okay? Because Republican leadership plan, this is the Center on Budget and Policy Priorities, Republican leadership tax plan passes through tax break would provide massive windfall to the wealthy. Now listen to the title. A key reason why the tax plan that the Trump administration and congressional Republican leaders released in September is costly and heavily tilted to the wealthiest households is its special, much lower top rate for pass-through business income. This is income from business such as partnerships, S-corps, sole proprietorships claimed on individual tax returns. That is, passes through to business owners, is taxed at the owner's individual rate, the same rates that apply to wages and salaries. Okay? So, they do not want to help the risk taker. It is a lie, America, every time they tell you that small business is the backbone of America. Because everything we are describing is small business. Everything we're describing is what you're watching now, okay? Everything is describing Fetch Your News, the little dress shop, the little hat store, whatever, jewelry shop, that you started and you took the risk. Now you have 6 people, 7 people. Never let the Democrats tell you that small business is the backbone of this country. Let me tell you what happens when the tax rate changes for sole proprietors. Let me tell you what happens when the tax rate changes, okay? I watched, there was a day, and I have to say this, honestly, how do I say this, okay? I watched a business owner, we'll leave it at that, okay? Ronald Reagan's tax plan came into place, all right? Ronald Reagan's tax plan came into place. And it got passed, and the economy boomed, absolutely boomed, out of control booming, okay? And this business owner was making so much money. Business was so good, they were making so much money that at the end of the year, the accountant said, you have to get rid of this much money. You can't have this much money at the end of the year. I'm serious. See, in the Obama administration, you didn't have that. You had a phony economy. So I watched this business owner go down to an automobile dealership and buy 6 pickup trucks. 6 pickup trucks for the company. And put all the foremen in brand new trucks for the start of the year. Called all the foremen in, gave them all brand new trucks for the start of the year. 6. I think he bought himself a Cadillac. May have, or something like that. May have. So let's see, the 6 pickup trucks. That went into the economy. The Cadillac, that was the person in Detroit making the Cadillac or wherever it was made, that went into the economy. The list goes on. I could go on and on. But do not let the Democrats fool you and tell you the reason they say they're for the working men and women of this country is because they want you to work for them. They want you to work for the government. They want the government to help you. They never want you out of poverty. They never want you out of your economic status. They never want to see you excel. Period. They don't. They know better. They know if the businessman and woman doesn't take the risk, doesn't create a small business, doesn't open a material. I mean, I was working one time for this gentleman. He opened a building material store, and him and his partner had a dream, and they kept growing it and growing it. And I watched the families that benefited. I watched the managers of some of these stores after this business grew to a point that these managers were actually getting wealthy themselves in this business. I watched the employees doing well. The whole thing from top to bottom. And I watched these gentlemen turn it into like $100 million a year business that they kept putting out and putting out back into the economy. It's a lie that's been set up to make you believe that the government only wants to help the wealthy, okay? I'm telling you right now, if this tax plan goes into place with what they call the pass-through tax rate, you're going to have businesses that are going to open the next branch. You're going to have businesses that want to take the tax break and buy more equipment. You're going to have businesses that are going to explode in this country. Just explode. And the fear in this tax plan, the biggest fear Joe Scarborough has in this tax plan, the biggest fear the deep state has in this tax plan, the biggest fear that Minka, Fox News, anybody out there, MSNBC, have in this tax plan is it's going to blow this economy up. And it may turn real. But folks, I'm not going to tell you my age this morning, but I am going to tell you something. The last real economy, and I'm going to call it real, the last real economy we experienced in this country, and that means people were building things, people were buying things, people were selling things. The country was growing. And I remember we went down as manufacturing, and all the articles that were written that we turned into a service country. That's when restaurants exploded, hotels exploded. We did turn into a service-oriented country, okay? Was when Ronald Reagan was president. Last real economy. The dot-com economy busted because of just that. It was never real. It was fictitious. It was smoke and mirrors. If you were alive and you had to make a living during Ronald Reagan's administration, okay, that is the last time, my opinion is, that you worked, benefited economically. You may have gotten filthy rich over the last several years in the stock market, okay? But the real economy, that there was real money to make in the economy that came not from government, but from the private sector, was not the public, the private sector, was Ronald Reagan. And they don't want to see it happen again. They don't want to see business invest in this country. They don't want to see you and I working for a small business that's benefiting. They don't want you out there to get the opportunity to get out of working for Walmart for minimum wage and excelling and making more money because companies are looking for you. They don't want that. The tax plan, I told you this week, the tax plan. Now, the Obamacare mandate, okay, will put pressure on states. This is what they want you to hear this morning, okay? The expected repeal of the Obamacare mandate to buy health insurance means that states will soon have to step in and decide whether to create their own mandates. The requirement that everyone must purchase insurance or pay a fine is a bedrock principle of Obamacare, but it's also one of the most unpopular parts of the law. Okay? GOP leaders have tried for years to find a way to repeal it, arguing that it's an unaffordable burden on working class Americans. Now by including a provision that eliminates the penalty in the tax bill, Republicans are on the cusp of achieving a major legislative victory. Outside experts and supporters of Obamacare predict chaos in the insurance markets if the tax bill passes and the mandate is repealed. Okay? So their fear is that you will see the truth. you will see how many people do not want to buy the health insurance. You see, the mandate was put in to force people to buy insurance, force people to buy something they don't want. Remember, John Roberts at the Supreme Court deemed it a tax. All right? This is repealing a tax on Americans, an unwanted tax. Because don't let them tell you mandate now when the Supreme Court labeled it a tax. Why don't they tell you, because words matter, that they are repealing a tax in America? Because what? Will that sound much better to people? Whoa, the government's repealing a tax? Well, it's not a tax. Yes, it is. Because we took it to the Supreme Court of the United States. And we conservatives thought this is where this will die, this monstrosity to take over you and I and our personal health and welfare, and the final straw to control us. You really have to wake up and realize, I know how that sounds, the level that the government will go through, lie, cheat, and steal to control the people. And that is part of the deal with Obamacare, major part of the deal. So we thought, no way the Constitution, no way the Supreme Court will mandate we buy something, because you can't mandate you buy something. And we'll never forget, for those out there, okay, we'll never forget John Roberts deciding in his final argument that it was a tax. It is a tax, not was, it is a tax on America. So why are they not talking about repealing the Obama tax? Why is it turned into a mandate now? Why is it such a sticking issue? Because guess what? It was the part that was supposed to force the American people to call their local insurance company. It was the part that was supposed to force the American people into saying, oh, Obamacare.com, where do I sign up? It was the part that was supposed to force young people. They keep talking about how bad millennials do not like Republicans, how bad millennials, the polling, millennials dislike Republican programs. Let me tell you something. If millennials loved Obamacare, it would have made it, because that was all the numbers we're working off of, is the kids 18 to 32 that were not bulletproof, but they are, they think they are, would go buy Obamacare. Remember, that was the generation that was supposed, and that generation decided not to pay for your health care, 55 and older, 65 and older, 75. They decided not to supplement your Medicaid, your Medicare, your prescription pill plan that nobody paid for. They decided not to. Right? But see, this mandate was supposed to force that to work. What's wrong? Take the mandate off. If people want health care, they'll call an insurance company. Right? So, the two things, they're going to push it back on the states, okay? They're going to push it back on the states, that the states may mandate. I'd like to see what the state of Georgia plans to do with this. And don't get fooled about how many will get kicked off Medicaid. I tell you what, here's how I'm going to end this segment. And I'm going to not, go to another commercial. Every time, okay, here's the tax cut. Here's the tax cut. Pushing trillions of dollars into this economy. Here's the tax cut, repatriating money that's offshore. Here's the tax cut, pushing trillions of dollars into this box that's a country that this time, unlike the others, the windfalls in the corporations will invest. You know why they don't want this to happen? Because Trump goes out and does first thing first. He makes it, the President of the United States, he cuts regulations. Regulations are, the chains are off businesses. We are building pipelines. We are moving forward. We have taken the chains. We have taken the regulations off these businesses. We are rolling them back. Historically, why do you think they hate this man? So you get the regulations off. Now you get the tax cuts to push trillions of dollars into this economy. Now, in the past, a tax cut would only benefit X, because if you're a company, you don't want to take the money, the newfound wealth that you have, and invest it in this country because of the regulations were so overbearing and enormous. There was no reason to invest here. There was no reason to build a damn iPhone here. There was no reason to build an air conditioner right here. There's no reason to build the trucks here. Everything, the coatings, from coatings to everything. There's no reason to invest in this country. There's a reason why you can't get a damn TV made in Indiana or, Kansas, because there was no reason. The regulations were so intense. But Trump has changed that. So when the trillions of dollars come in, unlike before, there's reason to build a factory here. There's reason to invest in this country. There's reason to build the plant knowing that, EPA and all of these agencies are not going to flock down with this manual this thick that says you can't do this and you can't do that. There's reasons now to take that money and invest. And they don't want you to see that in this tax plan. They don't want that to happen, because it will. It absolutely will. And that's the pass-through tax that they don't want to see that happen. And they don't want Obamacare to fail. Don't worry, because here is the money that's going to push into this country. There's going to be investment, and there's no reason why people don't get off their lazy ass and go to work. And quit letting the media tell you the children. That's CHIP. Okay? That's the children's, health insurance program. CHIP. It's not the lazy ass take care of everybody in this country Medicaid program. You know what ticks me off is watching somebody at a store get out of a car, walk all the way in the store, not even flinch, and get their lazy ass on one of those carts and ride around the store, and then have no job. Listen, get your ass a job. You understand? Get off your lazy ass, support your damn kids, and get a job, and don't put it on our damn back, and quit crying. You understand? Because you know what? We won't need all this Medicaid money if you'll get off your ass and go to work. Guess what? We won't need as many people to take care of your damn children if you'll get off your ass and go to work. Whoa, I don't think that went the way I had planned. We better take a break. I'm your host, BKP, having so much fun.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia: Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
Hello, my name is Chad Watkins. I'm the manager at Larry's Body Shop. We are a family-owned and operated business and have been serving the North Georgia area since 1978. We are located at 1216 Progress Road in Ellijay, Georgia. Our shop specializes in collision repair, and we work with all major insurance companies. Larry's Body Shop is ICAR Gold, the highest role of training recognized by the collision repair industry. It is estimated that only 10% of collision shops meet these standards. Our shop consists of state-of-the-art equipment such as laser measurement system, down drive spray booth, spot and MIG welding equipment, All of our paints are mixed on site so that we can guarantee your paint to match every time. I know that having an accident can be a stressful event. We take pride in making sure our customers are satisfied with the repair of their vehicles. Our waiting area is clean and comfortable with free Wi-Fi and refreshing beverages. So if you're in an accident, stop by and see us at Larry's Body Shop.
In 1981, Reed Nicholson began selling tires out of an old barn in Mineral Bluff. Little did he know that he had just laid the groundwork for the most trusted names in automotive services in the Blue Ridge area. In 1997, Nicholson Tire Center became what it is today, holding the same values of faith, family, and great customer service. 2 locations to serve you, and the Blue Ridge location is currently expanding to offer fast service and the largest U-Haul provider in Georgia. Nicholson Tire Center, Blue Ridge, and Mineral Bluff.
North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds. Come on in to view the area's largest selection of fine jewelry at North Georgia Diamond. All repairs and designs are done on site by our jewelers. And North Georgia Diamond has the lowest prices on loose diamonds. You can also sell your gold, silver, and coins at North Georgia Diamond between Walmart and Lowe's in East LJ. Locally owned by Bill and Allison Craig, North Georgia Diamond is your source for diamonds in North Georgia.
Schottenkirk Ford in Jasper. Highway 515 South, Jasper. SchottenkirkFordJasper.com.
And we're back, folks. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. Okay, let's get back to able body. Here's what I'm getting you for Christmas. Able body, get your ass off the couch and go get a job this Christmas. How about doing that, okay? How about actually paying for the damn Christmas gifts on your own that you work for all year and you put back the money? How about not having to go to your damn mama and say, Mama, you know, it's Christmas and I got 4 kids I can't support, damn it, and could you give me some money so I can get them some toys? Okay, now that, okay, let's get back to the nice Christmas show. All right, I'm your host, BK. I'm sorry. I really do. I apologize, but that's where I'm currently at. You know what? Nothing bothers me anymore than seeing able-bodied young people that won't get their ass away from a damn video game and get a damn job and buy their own damn kids presents and quit going to their mama and daddy. Okay, I'll quit saying that. Maybe around 9:30. All right. I mean, you know what? When my kids were little, damn it, I had to figure out how to get the money to go buy their Christmas. I'm serious. I mean, now I'm just all spaced out on this. I mean, you know, and I know there's a lot of you out there, hardworking people. I know there's a lot of hardworking people out there. You support your kids and everything. Please don't get upset. Please don't get upset. I know, I know most of you that, you're out there working every day, supporting your children. I know that. And my sincere apology to you. But you know what? Here's the thing. If you're out there and you're working all year long and you put up the Christmas tree and the money came out of your pocket, not the damn government, and, and you're buying your kids gifts, you're probably as angry as I am about it, Okay. Now, we talked about the pass-through, all right? Now, here's the thing that really bugs me on this. Now, I'm not going to give Donald Trump a pass on this, okay? I'm not going to do it. Let me see if I can find the article here. Trying to find the article I had this morning. I had an article this morning I want to go through. I'll get here in just a minute. Stay with me here. Stay with me. Okay. Maybe it's here. Corker got a deal. Little Robbie Corker got a deal in the tax bill. Okay. And International Business Times, and this angers me, okay? This really angers me, and I'm not 24/7 Donald Trump is God, all right? Damn it, I don't believe Donald Trump is any damn God. All right, this Christmas, I gotta back off that, all right? But I'm just all worked up, all right? Now, little Bobby Corker comes out. He's going to retire. He goes after the president. The president's away on foreign business. He goes after the president. We all know little Bobby Corker down in Tennessee, right? And Senator Bob Corker, remember when little Bobby Corker was running his mouth about the president of the United States, Senator of Tennessee, decided he's not going to run again. And I told you, the audience, remember I told you, go look at this lowlife, okay? It's people like this that make me just, really tick me off with this damn government, okay? It really does. It sends me over the edge with this damn government. Republicans, Democrats, I don't give a damn who they are, all right? In 2008 and 9, when we're collapsing, okay? Have you watched the movie Sell Short or whatever it is, okay? Have you watched that movie, okay? If you watch Credit Default Swaps, do you remember that? Any of that, right? Okay, anyhow, most of us know how the industry, the housing and commercial real estate market collapsed. Many of us know how it was impossible to get credit. There were shopping centers, small shopping centers that had been built, okay, that collapsed because they couldn't get credit. Let me tell you something. If you live in North Georgia, right? If you live where we live, go up 515, look on the right-hand side of the road, how the weeds grew up against that small shopping center in 2009 that went under. How many years did that sit there? I knew the owner. The owner couldn't get any more credit to finish it off. The owner could not get enough credit to sustain that little shopping center. All over America, damn it, that happened. The credit was froze. Guess who the hell's friends found credit in the commercial industry. Little Bobby Corker's friends found it in 2009-10. This little guy's 4 foot tall. There's only a handful of damn people. I'm taller than, and I'm taller than this guy, him and Beauregard, Jeff Sessions. I'm taller than both of them, all right? And that's not saying much. But this guy gets a full, he finds credit all over for his commercial LLCs back in 2009, 2010, and 11. This guy finds credit when nobody else can. Go do the research. I said it here. When this guy was running his damn mouth, okay, and he was talking bad about the President of the United States. See, there's the thing that makes me nervous, damn it, in this 1 or 2 Senate move, you know? We need 58, we need 59. The Democrats know how to get up to 60, even if they have to cut a deal with Darlin Arlen Specter from Pennsylvania to get number 60, all right? They knew how to move. The Democrats know how to move that needle to 60. No, not Republicans. We can't move the needle. So we got 51, 52. So we always got to be kissing somebody's ass to get a vote. Oh my God. And if one person, and if Grandma Collins doesn't come on there and say, well, you know, I need this in the bill. And then we got the woman out, Lisa Murkowski out Lisa Murkowski out in, what the hell, where's she at? In Alaska. And then we flip down and we got Flake in Arizona. And we got John McCain. Remember, John McCain is the one that took the dossier over to the FBI. What the hell, America? What are we living in, right? So we got little Bobby Corker over here. Oh, yeah, we've only got like a 2-vote margin, right? So we got to be kissing like there's 4 or 5. And don't forget, the Republican senators that look like they're in there from the beginning, somebody's already kissed their ass or they wouldn't be in there. Maybe this is going off the rails, but I'm just in the mood to tell you how the hell I really feel now. I see Bob Corker. I see this little lowlife from Tennessee. He's made millions and millions of dollars off the backs of the taxpayers. So, Senator Bob Corker said you remember it was just 2 weeks ago, was it just last week, this little shrimp wasn't going to vote for the tax bill? He said, hell no, I'm not voting for it. I don't think I'll vote for it. Then all of a sudden there's a real estate deal. Oh, I think I can vote for it. This comes from the International Business Times. Senator Bob Corker said he hasn't read the tax bill, denies changing his vote in exchange for personal tax breaks. Okay, let me see if I can get this computer frozen up. I got to get down in this article just to give you a couple highlights here. In an exclusive interview with International Business Times, U.S. Senator Bob Corker from Tennessee denied knowing about the controversial last-minute provision slipped into the Republican tax bill that could personally enrich him. Oh, hell no. Corker, the lone Republican to vote against the original Senate bill. Remember, this guy's already voted against the original Senate bill. The first Senate bill, no, I'm not voting for it. Oh, no, you remember back 2010 and 11, the kind of deals that had to be made for me? Oh, I'm a deficit hawk. Oh, I forgot what the hell he is. He's a deficit hawk. That was his holdout. This is his retirement plan, okay? Corker, the lone Republican to vote against the original Senate tax bill, which didn't include the provision, also admitted he has not read the final tax bill he announced he will support. So this little lowlife piece of garbage senator from Tennessee, he read the first tax bill and couldn't vote for it, but he didn't read the second one and can vote for it? What the hell? You think you're waiting on somebody to tell you the damn truth one of these days, right? Oh, which did he include the provision? Also admitted, a trio of Democrat senators, meanwhile, slammed the provision, which was first reported on by IBT. Corker's vote is considered pivotal in the closely divided Senate, and he could be in position to make or break the landmark legislation. He declared his support for the final reconciliation version of the bill on Friday after GOP lawmakers added a provision that could benefit his vast real estate holdings. I told you here on this show, I told you when the little lowlife was running his mouth about the President of the United States, I told you when Bobby Corker was saying all of his crap, okay, that he had, I said, folks, go back. Go back and look at this guy in 2010. Look at this guy. He was able to find financing for some commercial LLC properties where others could not, okay? On the Friday after the GOP lawmaker added the provision that could benefit his real estate holdings, a provision that Corker denied having any knowledge of. In a series of rapid-fire telephone interviews, Corker asked IBT for the description of the provision and then criticized it. He came out and criticized it, okay? But minutes later, he called back to walk back his criticism, saying he wanted to further study the issue and that it was more complex than he initially understood it to be. See, he doesn't understand the damn provision he claims, and he lies. He lies, he lies, he lies, but he's going to vote for it when he voted against the first Senate bill. Despite potentially holding the fate of the entire tax bill in his hands, Corker told IBT that he only read a short summary of the $1.4 trillion legislation. I have like a 2-page summary I went through with leadership, said Corker. I never saw the actual text, despite not reading the bill and having time to read it before the final vote for this week. He reiterated his support for the bill to IBT support he announced hours before the full text. All right, hours before the full text. Corker called IBT to respond to a series of IBT investigative reports showing that he switched his vote to yes on the tax legislation only after Republican leaders added in a provision reducing tax income on real estate LLCs. Federal records reviewed by IBT show Corker, a commercial real estate mogul, made up to $7 million in such income just last year. Oh, what the hell do we keep sending these senators to Washington, D.C. so they can get these provisions pushed in and they can make $7 million in one damn year? When the hell are we going to stop this? When the hell are we going to say enough is enough? It's over. When? Come on. I mean, this guy made $7 million. President Donald Trump's financial disclosures listed between $41 million and $68 million of the same income. This guy made $7 million last year off of his LLC, his real estate LLC. He's even got so much damn real estate, they call him a mogul. Oh my God, a mogul. All right. The reason I went with this last is I still feel the tax plan, for the most part, needs to go through. I do. I'm very upset that this is in here. I'm very upset that Corker is lying. That's an understatement of how bad he is lying to get his vote. I'm very tired of having, they're going to tell you this is how it works. This is how the system works, okay? This is what you do. This is the deal making that goes on in Washington. You see, nothing else changed. All right? See, I don't know about you, but they have lied to me since I was a kid. My whole damn life. I mean, they coin phrases. Pork barrel spending. Remember pork barrel spending? And earmarks. Remember earmarks? Why are the phrases not being used anymore? Earmarks, pork barrel spending, right? Generation after generation, they change the way they present it to us, the American people, but they never stop lying, they never stop cheating, and they never stop stealing from the American people, these lowlifes in this swamp called Washington, D.C., that, you know what, we need to go in and clean out. I got to take a brief break. I think that just upset me too much. Take us a break, Sam.